So, as I'm sure you've seen, Disney has dropped the Tales of the Empire trailer. Now I, like many of you, wanted Tales of the Sith, but we did not get that. And the question is, why did we not get Tales of the Sith? And to be honest, it's pretty simple why we did not get it. Now Disney has decided to do this because, as you all know, Disney has been on catch up for so long. Ever since the sequels, they have had to go back and explain key parts of what happened in the sequels because they did not do it in their movies. Their movies do not make sense at all, and so they've been in repair mode ever since. And this is why the Bad Batch exists, because they realized they needed to explain why Snoke became an idea, how Snoke came to be in general, and how they got to this point.
Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so.
So that's why the Bad Batch show exists, and unfortunately, this is also the reason why Tales of the Empire exist.
What?
Now, after the Ahsoka show finished airing and loads of people could finally sum it up in their head and decide how they felt about the show, most of the remaining Disney Star Wars fans and watchers realized just how bad the Ahsoka show was. The writing was bad, the acting was bad, the camera work, the story, it was all just a mess and very clunky, and it ended up, with no surprise, a huge disappointment. And because of that show being so bad, Tales of the Empire has to come in and clean up some of the characters that they introduced or expanded on in that show. And I'm pretty sure you all can guess which characters I'm talking about. That is Morgan Elsbeth and no other than Thrawn. These two characters were not handled well at all in the Ahsoka show. Unfortunately, we got the Thrawn from Rebels, who even in Rebels was a much better character than he was in the Ahsoka show, but even then, he should have been the Thrawn from the comics, from Heir to the Empire, because that character was handled well. He was smart, intelligent, and he knew exactly what he was doing, and he was always one step ahead. But in Ahsoka, he was not smart, because Dave Filoni cannot write intelligent characters. He doesn't know how to write a character like Sherlock Holmes, as smart as he's meant to be. And yes, in general, it's very hard to do that anyway, but he is just not the person for that job, and he has shown it twice now in Rebels, and especially in the Ahsoka show. Thrawn was nothing like how he was meant to be, and so once again they had to dedicate a whole show to redeeming the character and making sense of the character and his decisions from a completely different show. And this is the same with Morgan Elsbeth. Her character has not been handled very well. Just like Thrawn, there's hardly any substance. We don't know what her goals are, or at least we didn't until she was about to die, which is a stupid way to write a character, but she just had no substance, and so they have to flesh her out in this upcoming mini-series. And honestly, everyone's tired of them doing this. They make a product that's bad, which leads to them having to be on cleanup duty after releasing the bad product, and that product already having a lasting effect on the fan base and the franchise. And that is all that Tales of the Empire is. This show is made just to clean up the issues that they have in their shows, in their really bad shows. And because of that, Disney just carries on destroying Star Wars and kind of slapping fans in the face, because no matter how good this animation is, considering the animated Star Wars shows have always been better than any live action Star Wars that Disney has made, this show cannot redeem these characters, because this is not how you handle characters in general. No one has belief in the character of Thrawn to do anything important. He's not intimidating, he's not smart, and he's not interesting.
I can't watch anymore.
The Ahsoka show was supposed to make him the next big thing that everyone can look forward to, and hopefully they could redeem Star Wars, even though that was never going to happen. Too much damage has been done. It went from an A tier franchise to a C tier or a D tier that no one cares about, and they continue to make the same mistakes, and that's how we are here in present day at this point. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to kind of explain why this show exists, because if they weren't on cleanup duty, we would have got Tales of the Sith. Thank you for watching. Anyway, that'll be it. See ya.